wing with Jack Eichel.
He moved on to that line in the second and third periods yesterday, and as you mentioned, Gord, Marco Siki is looking for the right fit as well with his lines.
And in comes Eichel right away, tries to backhand that in front, picked off by defenseman Mislav Rosandic for the Slovak. Play for the Team Orange program in Slovakia, a year-long centralized junior program. That goes right down to Dennis Godla, who's so good against the Finns with 37 saves on 38 shots.
He made a couple absolutely circus stops. Was helped by his goal post a little bit, but he was fantastic in that upset win.
Stopped the last 32 shots he faced in that game. Head for Skalitsky, but he had his pocket picked by Chase DeLeo, number 18 for Team USA. It was DeLeo who scored the shootout winner for the U.S. in that game against Finland. Under IHF scoring, he gets credit for a goal and a shot on goal. Rosandic tried to feed that ahead as he was looking for Koish, and McCoshen goes back for it. Rossi goes to Brandon Carlo, chipped ahead to Nick Schmaltz, and the Chicago first-rounder is away. In comes Schmaltz with it. Throws it back for the trailer, but Polovic stepped in front of McCoshen, and back it comes the other way. Polovic has a look in front, fires it right on. Demko steers that away. Now Matthews comes busting in for Team USA. Dropped it back for DeLeo, but again, the Slovak back checker, this time Matthew Schukel, took it away.
3 or 4 times the Americans have mishandled the puck, overhandled it perhaps just inside the offensive blue line. Nothing deep, so you can establish a forecheck.
Noah Hannafin with a head of steam, looks ahead for Fashing, and that's an icing call. We've had some excellent goaltending performances. Will Butcher with a shot that deflects down in front.
I think Butcher's been the best U.S. defenseman so far in the first couple games. Really, really good passer. The Colorado 5th rounder.
Revive flips that rink wide for Solaric, the Boston 3rd round pick. In comes Tyler Mott with it, sends it back in front, trying to find Tuck, going right on goal, and Kodla steered that away. Now sent down to the U.S. Zone, an icing waved off. Again, hybrid icing in use by the IHF to start this year. So essentially being used everywhere in hockey. There are a few holdout leagues still, but in a 12-6 format with 18 skaters dressed, they'll play 25 minutes a game. Yeah, and
when you drop, even if you drop from 18 to 13 or so, man, you feel like you're sitting there forever, and you get cold, and worse, you get frustrated. You want to be on the ice, and that's always a problem. Canada runs into it all the time. Guys, they're on the power play all the time at home. And they come here, and there's no power play time to be had.
Rosandic throws it rink wide into the feet of Revi, and then Polovic was knocked down at center ice as he collided with Eichel.
Eichel's going to get a penalty for this.
He is. And Revi has the puck in the corner, so the Slovaks are about to go to the power play. The extra skater is on, and Polovic plays it back for Yendrol. And Eichel's shaking his head on the American bench, knowing he's about to go off. Rosandic with it. Across for Revi. And Revi moves it ahead.
They can.
They gave the Finns fits in the opener. Had 4 shots on goal in the first 2 finished power plays. The Finns didn't have any. Now Demko knocks that away. Back at the point, held by Revi. And the Slovaks get set up. Plays it back to Jaros. That hard shot blocked there by Comfort. In the corner, Lantosi. Down to Koiz. Feeds back to Revi. 45 seconds to go on the power play. Jaros again. Throws it down. Shipped across to Koiz. Lantosi tried to work in front. Koiz. Back to Jaros. Across to Revi. That pass down to Koiz knocked him off stride. And Koiz chips it down to Lantosi. Skalitsky standing in front. They feed back to Revi. Great puck move by the Slovaks. Not many shots. Here comes Jaros. Across he goes for Lantosi to Revi. And now Revi with a long wrist shot. It's knocked down in front by Butcher. And Revi able to hold the line for the Slovaks. 10 seconds to go on the power play. And Comfort just fires it down the Slovak goal.
And school these players into a team that kind of morphs from group to group, and you have a better idea how to play as a team, and perhaps they can be more of a threat again as they have been in the past.
They've had more success at the World Championship level, of course, where they have a larger pool of players to choose from. Here you're choosing basically from 2 age groups.
And also, they're in a pretty good phase here of players that are now getting older, though. Some of the Slovaks
Sent
are
back in
brilliant.
front. What a save made there by Demko. Tip it up to center ice. He does. And Cehlarik with it. Got the back for Revive, but he wasn't there yet. Now Revive knocks it down again. And again, Revive kicks it ahead. Drops it back off to Polovitz. His shot dribbles down in front. Cehlarik reaching for it. And now Cehlarik gets free. Butcher ties him up. 20 seconds to go in the period. And Honda has to retreat with Fasching bearing down on him. Along with Larkin, the lead pass to Dylan Larkin. Gets loose, a rolling cut. Wrap around, try, just short the side as Larkin was inches away from tapping that hole. 6 seconds to go in the period. And time will expire here. The U.S. outshoots Slovakia 10-3.
Defending teams start to scramble around a little bit. The Slovaks structurally did a really good job in that first period, and as a result, we enter the second tied at 0.
And the Slovaks in that position against good teams where they can hang around. Tuck brings it across the line, and Cehlarik comes back on the back check and takes it away. Tuck takes it right back, though. And now Cehlarik back on it as Tuck got picked there by Rosandich. It's a funny thing about IHF rules is that, and officiating, is that they will call a lot of stick fouls, but the pick still doesn't get called. Cehlarik with 2 good chances in front. Turned away by Thatcher Demko. There's the best scoring chance we've seen for Slovakia. And Demko turns away Cehlarik. Mott with a shot that bounces off the end boards. And Polovitz sends it ahead for Revive. And the Slovak captain playing in his 3rd World Junior Championship. A date in your draft year, you have to wait an extra year. And Matthews, a tantalizing 2 days away from being in this draft. It'd be an interesting conversation if he was in the 2015 draft class.
It would certainly, in my opinion, be a step below McDavid and Eichel.
Coffer tries to center, goes off the skate of the Slovak defender, Holenda. And Godlow's got his hands full with Team USA. Had to make the save on a deflection by his teammate.
He's made a couple of pad stops in the last 2 days that are remarkable. Very quick feet.
Polovitz comes jumping in. That's poked away from him by Carlo, and ahead it goes to John Hayden. In for Comfort, back for Hayden. The pass misfired. And Rinker wide goes to Cehlarik, who was turned away earlier by the Slovaks as Polovitz end-to-end in the second period. Larkin flips it back to Milano. Shoot! And Godla makes the stop. Back at the point, Carlo. To Fasching. Larkin. A quick shot up the outside of the goal. Fasching gets it back, sends it back in front. Bondra picked it off. And Bondra's got Larkin all over him. Able to chip that up. Team USA brings it right back in. Milano trying to find Larkin. And now finally shoveled out by Kabach. Carlo whips it back in. Milano on it. That pass missed Larkin. And Bakic plays it back out for the Slovaks. Down the ice, though. Now Matthews back with it. There was talk in the preseason Detroit was looking to trade for a veteran defenseman. The teams were asking about Dylan Larkin. The Red Wings said flat out no.
Well, they should ask. They should be interested.
And the Red Wings should probably say no.
And they should say no.
That was before he played a game at Michigan. Matthews out for Wood. And the pass from Miles Wood goes wide. And Brandon Carlo back with it. Plays for Tri-Cities in the Western Hockey League. Eligible for the upcoming draft, as you mentioned. And now Miles Wood plays it in for Schmaltz. That bounced away. And Bakic got tied up there for a moment. Now slides it across. And finds Holenda. Fires it down the ice. That'll be an icing call against the Slovaks. 9:21 to go. Sends it back door. Mock can get a shot away. Now driven on goal by Carlo.
The Slovaks dodged the scramble. The game remains scoreless.
He wasn't stealing that wallet. He was pushing it.
Are you a lawyer? Or did you just play one on television?
No and no. Here's Larkin with it. On the play offside, so he has left the tag back up. Onside, Lantosi with it. Chips it back up to center ice. Schultz tries to hack that by Butcher. Now Schultz has some help as Rehak joins the attack, as does Lantosi. 28-12 the shots. Still no score late in the second period. The official got tied up there along with Schultz.
And Larkin. There was a three-way car crash there.
In comes Milano now for Team USA. Sonny Milano, sharp angle shot, scores!
with the 21 shots was their ability to control the play, shorten the game down, and use their size and skill from below the hash marks.
Third period begins 5-on-5, right?
All that said, Slovaks are one shot away.
A shot against the Finns. Carlo turned in about 60 consecutive saves to hold Slovakia in it. Here's Rivai with it. Martin Rivai shoots, bounces down in front. Butcher got in the way. Rivai gets it back. Now Rivai throws it back in front. Demko makes the stop. The rebound skipped away from Peter Cehlarik. And Mott pokes it down to the Slovak zone. And Tyler Mott gathers it back up. Brandon Carlo slides it down to the Slovak zone.
Team USA goal is in third for championships. It scored an assist to number 21.
Up ahead for Lewis. Rosandich beats that around. And Bondra now fired to the head, but as he did, Butcher goes back and it's icing against the Slovaks.
So near misses of big hits in the open ice. There he gets a hold of Eichel with a pretty solid check.
Polovitz comes in. He got poke check from behind by Schmaltz. And Carlo wraps it around for Butcher. Banks away from Cehlarik. And Schmaltz has it now for Team USA. Rivai picked off that pass. And Rivai winds his way through center ice. Poke check there by Matthews. And it's played ahead by Pavu. And then Carlo. One of 5 Canadian Hockey League players in this U.S. roster. Schmaltz throws it back in front. Matthews with a backhand shot goes wide. Now Will Butcher with it. That long shot drifts wide. 34-15 now. The shot's on goal in favor of the U.S. Jam play side of the goal. Matthews gets the shot away. And Godla knocks it away. Well, that coach Ernst Blokros was asked before the tournament what his goal was for the team. He said simply make the medal round. Now Carlo snaps that pass ahead. Rivai with it now. Shoots it off Carlo.
Well, Tri-City defenseman.
From Colorado Springs, Colorado. Milano feeds ahead for Bondra. And now Milano swings that rink wide for Butcher. Butcher, nifty moving across the line. Will Butcher feeds across the fashion and a great glove save. Now flipped in the air. Polovitz trying to pick it up.
Yesterday, Butcher sent Milano in on a breakaway. He teed him up for an empty net. He got nothing on those. Here he makes another gorgeous feed, and they just can't finish it.
In comes Confer rink wide, feeds it back in front, and Godla makes the sprawling save on Brandon Carlo, who had pinched up from the American blue line.
Puck was just behind him. He couldn't one-time it, and that gave Godla the chance to make a diving blocker stop.
In comes Butcher with it now. Wrist shot. Godla save. Rebound loose in front.
Penalty killers Larkin and Fashion.
Slovaks managed one shot on their other power play in this game. We got 4:45 to go in the third period. Jaros drops it back for Rivai. In this 2-0 game in the preliminary round, you'd say, well, the U.S. might have things in hand, but a call like that can decide a game in the medal round. Brought ahead by Cehlarik. Drops it back at the line. Jaros to Rosandich. With that dented beak he suffered earlier. Rosandich back across to Jaros. In shoots, and Demko takes it high off the mask. Got knocked down, but the stick of Confer came free. So Confer with no stick has to quickly retrieve that. As Rosandich brings the puck up the ice for Coyce. He missed him with a pass, and the Slovaks can't get going here. Team USA's John Hayden went off the mask of a Slovak defender. Now Carlo. Down to Hayden. He watched there by Hoko. 44-17, the shots on goal in favor of the U.S. Austin Matthews. Spins it down. Picked up by DeLeo. Couldn't get a shot away. Matthews back with it. And Hoko stays with him. Now Matthews. Chips it across for DeLeo. Back to Carlo. And Matthews back with it. Back in front. Here's Hayden with a chance. Scores!